Hey guys, it's Retrohead here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is a video that I've wanted to do for absolutely ages, and that is discussing the top 10 best selling video games of all time. Now some of these entries in the list I think you wouldn't expect to be here, and there's a few games that I've never played myself. But there's a lot of very good games in this top 10 list, so let me know your favourite one in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's get on to this list. So just before we get started, this top 10 list has been taken off Wikipedia. So if you think this list is wrong in any way, don't blame me, blame them. So the first game is one of the games I have never played before, so if you've played this one I want you to let me know what it's like on the comments down below. And that is the Oregon Trail. Now this has been released on so many different consoles, right the way back from the 70s all the way up to the Nintendo Switch. And I've seen some gameplay of this from doing it for this video, but I never actually have done before. But it looks like a really good game, so again if you know anything about it, let me know in the comments down below. The next game is a game that I've played quite a lot and really enjoyed, and that is The Sims. And this was released in February of 2000 and it is such a brilliant game. I played it most on PS2, but I know a lot of people played it on PC. But it's just a timeless classic that keeps getting released on so many different consoles, and I have it on a lot of different consoles, and it's just such a great game. Again, more designed for PC, but it still does play very well on consoles. But because there's so many different things you can do and upgrade in the game, you can never really get bored of it. So if you buy it and play it, you'll get so much good value for money just because there's so much you can do in the game. So I would definitely highly recommend The Sims to add to your collection. And for me personally, that opening scene of The Sims is so nostalgic. Next up is a game on this list that I know absolutely zero about, and that is PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, better known as PUBG. Now I have absolutely no idea what this is about, I've never played and I don't actually know anyone who has played it. So this is another one of those games that if you have played it, let me know what it's like in the comments, just because I have absolutely no idea. Looking at it, it looks like more of an open world shooting game, which isn't really my sort of thing. Released in 2017 on the PS4 and Xbox One, it sold over 75 million copies, which is absolutely crazy. Now the next game on my list is actually a set of 3 games, so it's Pokemon Blue, Yellow and Red. All released on the original Game Boy, and this number is all of the 3 titles combined, over 76 million copies, which is crazy again. Now I've played Pokemon Blue through to completion, but never played Pokemon Red or Yellow, but Pokemon Blue I thought on the Game Boy was absolutely brilliant. I'm not even a huge Pokemon fan, I don't even have it in my collection anymore, but I used to and it is an absolutely brilliant game. Now as I said, I'm not really into Pokemon cards or the modern games, but I do really enjoy the older Pokemon games, and as I said, I've played Pokemon Blue and that was no exception, a brilliant game. But at some point I would love to play Red and Yellow as well, because they just look like really fun games. Now the next game is released in 2018 by Rockstar Games, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. Now as you could probably imagine, this isn't the last Rockstar Games game you'll see in this list, but Red Dead Redemption 2 is such a good game. One that I have played a lot on the PS4, and one of my favourite things about this game is no matter how many times you play it, if you load it up again and again, you'll find something new that you didn't know, or something you can do, or like people you can interact with. It's just got so much stuff in this one game, it's actually insane. And with you being able to buy a copy for about 20 quid now, it is just such great value for money. Released on quite a few different consoles, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, stuff like that, and this game has sold a staggering 77 million copies. So the next game on the list is Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, both the Wii U and Switch version combined. Now I have got quite a lot to say about this one, because I bought the original Mario Kart 8 day of release on the Wii U and absolutely loved it. I thought it was an absolutely amazing Mario Kart game and played it so much and still play it today. But I also bought Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch the day it came out, for probably, if I remember right, maybe about 50-55 quid, and was really disappointed with it. Because it is essentially the same game as the Wii U version, just with some added DLC, which you could already get on the Wii U version if you just paid an extra 20 quid. And I'm going to be honest, I felt a little bit robbed by it, because obviously a brand new game is a lot of money and you have to sort of like pick and choose which ones you want to buy. And I picked Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because I thought it was going to be a follow-on from Mario Kart 8, and it's essentially the same game. And this figure is obviously mainly thanks to the Switch, but this game sold well over 77 million copies. Now the next game on our list is one that is on various different platforms, and that is Ark Survival Evolved. And this game I've played on the PS4 and it's absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed this game. But I've found a really good paragraph that describes this game, so I'm going to read it out to you. In this multiplayer first-person survival game, you await freezing and starving on a mysterious island. Hunt, harvest, craft items, grow crops and build shelters to survive. Use cunning and resources to kill or tame and ride the dinosaurs and the primeval creatures roaming the land. And team up with hundreds of other people to survive, dominate and escape. This is a game that I've played again, mainly on the PS4, but I think I had it on the Xbox One as well, but I don't have it on Xbox One anymore. But it just seemed like a really good game, and one that I'd highly recommend. And judging by the sales figures, a lot of other people enjoyed this game too, because this game sold 79 million copies. That has simply got to be, for me, one of the most nostalgic sounds in gaming. I absolutely loved and still do love Wii Sports, it's such a great game. Now I know a lot of these titles that are sold will be because it was a pack-in title for the Wii, but technically the game did still sell, so I'm including it on this list. And this game sold 82.9 million copies. And it's just absolutely timeless. Now I know the Wii does get a bit of hate for the graphics not really holding up and stuff, but for me it's so nostalgic. I love playing the Wii, and Wii Sports is one of my favourite games for that console, and I know a lot of other people think that as well. Bowling, tennis, boxing, baseball, golf, so many great sports and really fun game. And one of my favourite modes on the game was the training section, because the mini games in Wii Sports were so cool, and I want to talk about a few in particular. I absolutely love the bowling one where you've got to keep bowling and then more and more pins appear, and I think at the end one you had like 91 pins or something, which was cool. But there was also a really good one which was golf target practice. You had 2 targets and you had to try and hit the golf ball and try and get the 100, which was really fun. But there was so many other great sports on Wii Sports. I always remember going mental with the boxing one, and once I went so crazy I had the Wii remote in one hand, the nunchuck in the other hand, and I ripped the nunchuck out of the Wii remote and nearly broke the Wii remote. And I also remember one other time I had the Wii remote in my hand playing tennis but didn't have the wrist strap on, and it flew out of my hand straight across the room and into a piece of furniture and nearly broke the Wii remote. But I was really pleased because it didn't actually break, so yeah, that was quite a funny memory. I did used to be good for wearing the wrist strap, but for whatever reason, I wasn't wearing it that time. But let me know in the comments, what was your favourite sport on Wii Sports? This was probably my favourite game in this top 10 list. But now let's get to the penultimate game in this list. So the next game is probably one that you'll all be very familiar with, and that is Grand Theft Auto 5. Now I'm not overly familiar with this game. I absolutely love the GTA series up until GTA 4, and that's when I sort of like lost interest. I really enjoyed the ones on PS1 and PS2. The first Grand Theft Auto I loved, the top down mechanics of that game, really enjoyed that one, still play it today. But the PS2 Grand Theft Autos were some of my favourites as well, probably Vice City being my absolute favourite. But I have played a little bit of GTA 4 and even less of GTA 5, and I haven't played through GTA 5 before. So you have to let me know if you like GTA 5, I'm sure you do, but like, what is your favourite GTA? You have to let me know in the comments, because I just don't really know anything about GTA 5. I do have it in the collection, I have it on the PS4, and it does look like a pretty good game. And it is one that I need to get around to playing. But whenever I fancy playing a GTA personally, I always end up playing the PS2 ones. So I really should get around to playing it in the near future. But what is crazy about GTA 5 to Wii Sports, both next to each other on this list? In this list we've been going up of increments of like a couple of million, we keep going like 76 then 78 million. But we are going from 82 million to 215 million units sold, which is absolutely crazy. Now obviously this will be held compared to the Wii Sports just being on the Wii. This is on so many various platforms and still being sold very well today. Even with the hype about GTA 6 coming out, there are still so many copies of GTA 5 selling on various consoles. And obviously with like the add-ons and stuff you can get, there's still a lot of interest in people playing it. But if you think that 215 million units sold for one game wasn't crazy enough, wait until you see the #1 spot on this list. And I'm sure number 1 will surprise none of you, and that is Minecraft, with over 350 million units sold, which is absolutely insane. Now, I really enjoyed Minecraft and actually think it's a pretty good game, just because you can do whatever you want. You can either play on survival, when you've got to like survive in a world and not get killed by the mobs and, you know, find food and stuff like that. Or you can play on creative, where you can literally create whatever you want. It's a pretty fun game. It's basically like Lego, but in a video game, and it's pretty good, to be fair. I know a lot of people don't like this game, but I think it's pretty good. And it has been released on so many different systems, and that is why it has sold so well. Pretty much every console from the PS3 360 era and above had Minecraft released for it, and it sold very, very well on every single one of those consoles. I got my version on the Wii U and I've been playing it on there, and it is pretty decent. I quite enjoy it. And from doing a lot of research for this video, I think a lot of the reason why Minecraft sold so well is obviously because it's such a creative game and you can do whatever you want with it, but also because of the character Herobrine, who's like quite a scary character in the video game like universe, and so many different like theories and stuff has made people buy the game and try and find them for themselves apparently as well. I've never tried to do that. I don't really understand what all that's about, but apparently that also helped the game sell very well as well. But I think the main reason why the game sold so well is it's just so creative. It doesn't like narrow down to any specific fan base. Obviously, if you have like a Call of Duty game, that is only going to appeal to fans of like shooting games. But Minecraft appeals to literally anyone, because you can do whatever you want in the game, or play the mini games that come along with it. So yeah, that was number 1 spot on our list with 350 million units sold, Minecraft. A game that I actually quite enjoyed, but let me know, what did you think of Minecraft? So that was the top 10 list. A lot of varied games, some completely different to others, but you'll have to let me know what your favourite one was in the comments down below. I've played quite a few of these games and quite enjoyed a few of them, but there's some that I've never played before. Now, I really enjoyed making this video, but if you have to enjoy this video as well, please leave a like and please subscribe to our channel Retrohead. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!